Hi, I'm Robert Martinez, and I'm a member of TELT Advisory Board, and my role is to look after digital innovation initiatives.
Robert, welcome first and foremost to the advisory board. We're delighted to have you on board. I wanted to start by asking you about your email signature, which is fascinating. You describe yourself as both a lifelong learner and a positive learning advocate. I'm really curious to know why you chose to represent yourself like that.
Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome, and really excited to be part of the board as well. When deciding about what signature to add, a lot of people decide to add PhD if they have one, or MAs if they have MAs. I do have MAs. And I thought, well, for me, it's lifelong learning, right? I've 32 years in English language teaching. I'm constantly doing courses because I think that as a teacher and teacher educator, I owe that to myself and to my learners to be up to date. And the positive learning advocate, because in the classroom, I still teach. I haven't stopped teaching for 32 years in spite of the different managerial roles. And I also observe lots of teachers because of my role as a teacher educator. And I wanted to put positive learning advocate because in the classroom, students have changed a lot from when I started 32 years ago. They have changed incredibly because of technology, because of society, because of everything. And I think that we need to be and remain positive in the classroom. If I don't love what I do, if I'm not positive, they can feed off that energy. People say, yes, but there are students that are very difficult. Yes, they're always a challenging student, but when we are in the classroom because we want to be there, we want to see students learn, whether they're language learners or adult learners. I think that if they can see a positive attitude overall, there's always going to be problems, but that's part of the learning journey. So being a positive learning advocate is reminding me to always try and find the positive side and the joy of teaching and training in the classroom.
You referred there to multiple roles, managerial, professional development, and teaching, still
Mm.
always a teacher. Can you say something briefly about your kind of current professional position, how you balance or combine those roles?
Absolutely. I'm currently the head of innovation at International House San Sebastián. And I still have 4 classes of young learners at the moment, which I enjoy tremendously. It's very difficult balancing leading innovation, coordinating with the director of education, with the marketing department, observing teachers. So it's very, very demanding. But I think that challenge and the fact that I'm able to keep my foot in the classroom is essential to drive digital innovation forward because I'm constantly trying things out with my students. I recently completed the Nile and AI board level 3 AI for teaching professionals award. And it's great because there were lots of things that I already knew because I've been working on AI since basically when it came out. ChatGPT came out in late November 2022. I was really, really interested and had already been working online with Nikki Hockley and Gavin Dutney since 2009. So it's a great opportunity to be in the classroom trying things out and to be able to share with professionals things that are grounded in experience rather than just theory, which I think that is something that is very often missing when people are very knowledgeable, and that's absolutely fantastic. But when they're talking about things that they experienced 20 years ago or 10 years ago when they were in the classroom, and I think that there's a little bit of a disconnect there that I make an effort to prevent.
I know we could sit here all day and talk about AI, but it does bring me to your particular role on the TELT advisory board. Can you say something about that? You're adding something to your already very crowded profile. Can you say a bit about the role that you've agreed to take on for us?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm honored to be able to be part of the board and as a digital learning advisor. And I think what I would like to bring to the table is that experience and that vision, and especially that experimentation, because I'm constantly looking at things, keeping an eye on the current debate on assessment and AI and how it really needs to be redefined. So I hope to be able to bring all of that experience from the classroom and what's going on currently through my qualifications to be able to offer a different perspective. It's not going to be the only perspective, but it's always wonderful to see what other people see and be able to share what you know. So I think that bring in whatever it is that we're doing through the lens of digital learning and then analyze that through the lenses of all the other people on the board, because I think that's one of the best experiences. That's why I'm so excited about too the opportunity that I have to learn from you and from the others.
Really great to have such a combination of skills and experience and professional curiosity joining us. And of course, we look forward to working with you on all kinds of projects in the future. So, Robert, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to chat with us. It's been fascinating
Thank you.
getting a little bit of insight into where you are and what you're doing. Thanks
Thank
again.
you. Thank you very much.